West Des Moines, Iowa, the reigning WNBA Rookie of the Year and the greatest of all.
He's a 6-foot guard from West Des Moines, Iowa. The reigning WNBA Rookie of the Year and, to some, already the greatest of all time. Number 22. Caitlin Clark. Clark's jersey retirement wasn't just a big deal, it shattered records. The hype is real, and at this point, there's no denying it, she's the biggest name in women's basketball. But not everyone is thrilled. The A'ja Wilson vs. Caitlin Clark debate. A'ja Wilson's jersey was retired by South Carolina on the same day as Clark's ceremony.
No. We don't think that it's fair that Caitlin Clark would have her retirement ceremony on the same day as A'ja Wilson's retirement ceremony, even though they both wear the same number 22. Even though Caitlin Clark just graduated college, she has well over many accolades to have her jersey retired, but everyone's lives should revolve around A'ja Wilson, and she should wait. I think all of you need to shut your pie holes. You shut your pie holes right now. Caitlin Clark is the face of the WNBA. No one's world is going to revolve.
Is taking it well. Wilson's fans expected the world to pause for her, as if Clark should have rescheduled her moment to give Wilson the full spotlight. Be serious. Clark earned her moment, just like Wilson did. But the reality? Clark's jersey retirement didn't just trend, it dominated. The numbers, the attention, the energy, it all belonged to Clark. And now? Wilson isn't happy. The Caitlin Clark effect is unmatched. Let's be real. When it comes to moving the needle, there's no comparison. Clark is the reason people are tuning in at record levels. Her deep threes, jaw-dropping performances, and ability to captivate audiences have taken women's basketball
and made it into a powerhouse and top destination for future recruits. The other is Caitlin Clark. But congratulations to the both of them on their historic college careers.
Let's be real. Caitlin Clark is the reason people are tuning in. Her deep threes, record-breaking performances, and ability to captivate audiences have taken the sport to new heights. Meanwhile, Wilson, despite years in the WNBA, hasn't managed to generate anywhere near the same excitement.
It was a sellout crowd, not a shocker. I think it was like at almost 15,000, if not at 15,000 people.
Wilson? She's a 2-time WNBA champion, an MVP, and an incredible player, but the buzz around her has never come close to what Clark generates. Clark hasn't even played a single WNBA game yet, and she's already selling out arenas and drawing higher ratings than established stars. It's not just about marketing. It's Clark's talent. Her presence alone changes the game. Wilson's frustration is showing. This isn't the first time Wilson has voiced frustration about Clark's attention. But the truth is, Clark didn't steal the spotlight, it was given to her by the fans, the media, and the numbers. It's not Clark's fault she's the one filling arenas. It's not Clark's fault her jersey retirement was the event of the day. It's just reality. Clark's impact goes beyond the court. One of the biggest reasons Clark is so beloved?
Last April, I believe, of April of last year, 2024, and then it was then announced that Iowa, the state, the Hawkeye
jersey retirement speech, she didn't just talk about herself, she thanked her teammates, acknowledged how expensive tickets were, and showed real appreciation for her fans. She knows she's a massive draw, but she never takes it for granted. And that's what makes her different. At the end of the day, Clark is the future. The records, the ratings, the fans, it all proves it. And whether people like it or not, she's already taken over as the face of women's basketball. And she's just getting started. South Carolina had to give away free tickets just to get people to show up for A'ja Wilson's jersey retirement. Let that sink in. We're talking about a so-called WNBA superstar, someone the league has pushed as the face of women's basketball, yet they couldn't even sell tickets for her big moment. Meanwhile, Iowa fans were paying thousands just to witness Clark's historic night in person. That speaks volumes. Clark moves the needle, Wilson doesn't. Clark's games have been
First of all, my teammates, I wouldn't be here without any of you. And a lot of you came back and, you have busy schedules. And I think that just speaks to the culture of this place, so selfless. Like, I know my number's up there, but it wouldn't be if it wasn't for all of you. So to the ones that were my teammates when I was here, I really appreciate you guys.
And that's before even stepping into the WNBA. Let's talk numbers. It cost $64 to get into Wilson's jersey retirement. Meanwhile, tickets for Clark's event? Over $1,000. People were willing to pay big money to be part of Clark's moment. Wilson? The arena had to give away seats to fill the place. That's not just a bad look, it's proof that Wilson doesn't have the impact she thinks she does. If Wilson were truly the face of women's basketball, fans wouldn't need a discount to see her. Wilson's frustration is showing. Instead of celebrating the growth of women's basketball, Wilson seems bitter. She's constantly demanding respect, yet
I've said this before, like I feel like one of my greatest skills is like I really don't care. Like I don't care. Like I believe in myself, I'm confident in myself, I'm confident in my teammates. I try to instill that in them. I'm confident in the coaching staff on whatever team I was on, whether that was here, whether that's at the Fever now. And you just rely on those people, and you know, nobody gets to step inside of your locker room, whether it was here at Iowa or whether it was, you know, with the Fever now. Like everybody thinks they know everything and have an answer, but that's just not reality, and that goes for all of professional sports, and really that goes for all of you as well. And
much attention. Because Clark earned it. She's more exciting, more engaging, and has single-handedly elevated the sport in ways Wilson never did. That's why people show up for her. That's why her games break records. That's why she's the biggest draw in women's basketball. Clark's star power was on full display. From the moment the game tipped off, it was clear that this wasn't just another game, this was an event. The energy, the excitement, the sellout crowd, it all proved one thing. Caitlin Clark isn't just a star.
And the prices. It is cost, to get into South Carolina, it cost $64. $64 to get the A'ja Wilson's jersey retirement. It is $1,000. $1,000 in the same night to get in Iowa.
The numbers don't lie. Her impact isn't just felt during the game, it extends long after it ends. Fans aren't just watching Clark play. They're invested in her. They want to be part of history, to say they were there when Caitlin Clark took over the sport. And that's making a lot of people uncomfortable, especially in the WNBA. For years, women's basketball has been searching for a true superstar, someone who could make the sport must-watch TV. Clark is doing that. She's proving that the excuses about why women's sports don't draw big audiences were never true. Very few people can deliver every night. If you wanted her to hit a logo 3, she did it. A full-court dime? She did it. Maybe a little sass with the refs? She did that too. She never disappointed. The difference between Clark and certain so-called superstars? Clark actually moves the needle. The night Caitlin Clark took over the sports world. On the night of her jersey retirement, the sports calendar was full. The NBA had games. College basketball was in full swing. Other WNBA players were doing their thing. Yet, all eyes were on Iowa. That's not normal for a women's college basketball game. But Clark has made it the new normal. She's redefining what it means to be the face of women's basketball. And after this historic night, one thing is
Clark's jersey retirement. And everyone was...
He's a 6-foot guard from West Des Moines, Iowa. The reigning WNBA Rookie of the Year and, to some, already the greatest of all time. Number 22. Caitlin Clark. Clark's jersey retirement wasn't just a big deal, it shattered records. The hype is real, and at this point, there's no denying it, she's the biggest name in women's basketball. But not everyone is thrilled. The A'ja Wilson versus Caitlin Clark debate. A'ja Wilson's jersey was retired by South Carolina on the same day as Clark's ceremony at Iowa. And let's just say, not everyone is taking it well. Wilson's fans expected the world to pause for her, as if Clark should have rescheduled her moment to give Wilson the full spotlight. Be serious. Clark earned her moment, just like Wilson did. But the reality? Clark's jersey retirement didn't just... all belonged to Clark. And now? Wilson isn't happy. The Caitlin Clark effect is unmatched. Let's be real. When it comes to moving the needle, there's no comparison. Clark is the reason people are tuning in at record levels. Her deep threes, jaw-dropping performances, and ability to captivate audiences have taken women's basketball to new heights. Wilson? She's a two-time WNBA champion, an MVP, and an incredible player, but the buzz around her has never come close to what Clark generates. Clark hasn't even played a single WNBA game yet, and she's already selling out arenas and drawing higher ratings than established stars. It's not just about marketing. It's Clark's talent. Her presence alone changes the game.
We were to tell that 5-year-old what today was going to be, what would she have said?
Honestly, I'm very overwhelmed. This has been absolutely incredible. Just being here and feeling this energy again, there's really no place like this place, and I truly mean that. And it's special for me, it's special for my family, and a lot of my former teammates are back here, former coaches, the coaching staff, and some of my teammates that are still on the team. But, I'm just very lucky and grateful and very fortunate. At 5 years old, you don't